Tomorrow on CTV Morning Live, how to protect your pet when they encounter wildlife.
And Mike is put under hypnosis. Plus news, weather, and more. It's everything you need. CTV Morning Live tomorrow at 6.
Back now with hypnotist Jesse Lewis. And Jesse, it is time to get me ready to do the weather.
That's right. We're going to hypnotize you. It's going to be pretty quick, and we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
So basically what I need you to do is put your feet flat on the floor, and I need you to lean back in the chair. I want you to focus directly on me. Take a nice deep breath in as I lift my hand, and breathe out as I lower it. Perfect. Another nice deep breath in, and out. Another nice deep breath in. I want you to close your eyes as you breathe out. Now I want you to focus your attention on your left leg. And I want you to notice any sensations whatsoever you're having in that left leg. Maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold, maybe it's tingling, maybe it's numb. Whatever sensations you're having there, I want you to know they are completely and totally natural. In a few moments, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At that time, you will know what the word rain is. But the only word that will come out of your mouth when you try to pronunciate the word rain is fart while you're doing the weather. At that time, you'll also notice that whenever you do say the word fart, your cameraman, for some reason, has the worst gas you've ever experienced in your life, which is probably true. Take a nice deep breath in now, and out. 1, coming out just a little wee bit. Nod if you understand everything I just said. 2, coming out just a little wee bit. 3, realizing rain is replaced with fart. 4, coming out just a little wee bit more. And 5, completely out, eyes open, wide awake, feeling good. You feel good?
Feels great.
Good. You understood all that?
Yes.
Good. Good. Let's go do the weather.
And do the weather we shall. Let's take a look at our radar and satellite map. This, of course, from a Thursday, somewhere in the not-too-distant past. And if you remember that Thursday, you saw all sorts of rain activity pushing its way across the prairies here. And a low-pressure system continuing to make its way across the eastern edge of the province. We'll take a quick peek around at what we saw on that fabulous Thursday. No fart activity through Kindersley, Rosetown, Bigger, and Outlook, 28 degrees there. Kindersley in at 27. Move north of there, and you can see more farting conditions through Unity and Spiritwood. Meadow Lake at 25. Lloydminster 24, sunshine there. Shower activity through Nipawin, Melfort, Tisdale, and Hudson Bay sitting at 23 degrees. And look at that, showers and thunder showers and farts all over the place for Regina and Watrous. Humboldt at 27. I don't know what Chad's doing back there. But it doesn't much matter. 9 o'clock in Saskatoon. More fart activity. Winds out of the south at 27 kilometers per hour through the noon hour. 25 with sunshine, and then 27 degrees at 5 o'clock. All right, that is our forecast there. I'm not sure what I said or when I said it.
Well, that's fine. I'm just going to shake your hand. You go right down, and you won't hit the floor, and sleep, deep, relaxed. Hi, I'm Jesse Lewis. I'd like to thank you for watching the weather. All I did was hypnotize them. When I count from 1 to 5, you'll come completely out of hypnosis, and you'll feel wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Completely out, realizing what you did. You like that? That is?
Yeah, I like that.
That's good.
Earning the CRTC license here at the Pause #1 radio station, DJ Sammy from Canada and Heaven. Great song, great tune. It's a cover of a Bryan Adams track. Awesome. I'm joined now by Jesse Lewis.
Hi.
He's the hypnotist who's going to be performing at the Legion, and tonight. Tickets are $20. You get dinner and a show, which is totally awesome. And Jesse, again, is a funny guy, and he's going to hypnotize me right now, live on the air.
That's right, I am. First thing I need you to do is take your feet, place them flat on the floor. This is going to be real quick. If you're in the listening audience, I do ask if you're driving not to follow along with this actual hypnosis process, because you'll crash your car and die. So please don't follow along with this actual process. Unless you're sitting in a chair at home, it'll relieve your stress if you do that. Basically, just sit in a chair, place your feet flat on the floor. I want to take your hands, put them right in your lap, right on your legs. That's right. Take a nice deep breath in right now, and out. Take another nice deep breath in now, and out. And if your eyes aren't already closed, take another nice deep breath in, And go ahead, close those eyes right now. I want to make sure that you breathe out whenever you want to, by the way. If I don't tell you to breathe, you can breathe whenever you want. Just focus your attention right now on your eyelids. And I ask you to make those eyelids completely and totally heavy, extremely heavy, as heavy as you possibly can. I want you to relax every little muscle, nerve, and fiber in those eyelids as much as you possibly can. And as you take that relaxation, just breathe in now, nice and deep, and allow that relaxation to float all the way down through the rest of your entire body. Now, this is a little quicker than I normally do it, and it's going to be real quick. Let that relaxation float right down completely and totally. Allow your head to get as heavy as you can, allowing that head to drop forward as much as you want to, and just allowing all the stress of the day to float away from you. Maybe your boss is a jerk or anything like that. Just let that stress float away. Whoever you are, no matter whether you're the DJ or you're listening at home, it doesn't matter. Just take another nice deep breath in right now, and just let all that stress float away from you even more right now. In your mind, I'm going to ask you to follow some directions. If you're ready to go, I just want you to allow yourself to relax completely and totally. Now, hypnosis is a wonderful thing. I want you to think about something that you knew you were right on, but somebody fought against you completely and totally. And I want you to think of how you felt at that time, because you really felt like you were the world's smartest person at that time. In a few moments, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to ask you some questions. But before I do that, I want you to just right now to imagine that for some reason you believe that aliens have stolen your baby, Mr. DJ. That's right, aliens have stolen your baby, and I don't know how you made this baby, but I want you to imagine you made this baby, and somehow aliens have stolen you, and I am the director of NASA. And the only way you know that you're going to get this baby back is by becoming the world's smartest person and telling me why exactly you deserve to go into space. That's right, it's kind of a weird little story, but I'm going to count upwards from 1 to 3. You're going to open your eyes, you're going to start talking to the mic, and you're going to believe that I'm the director of NASA, and you are going to come up with the world's greatest story as why you believe that you should be allowed to go into space. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Real quick, why do you want to go to space?
Aliens stole my baby, dude. Seriously, they stole my kid.
And I care why.
Because my kid is going to be the next president.
Really?
He's going to be your boss.
The president.
So
we're in Canada. I don't believe that.
He's going to be the next president of Canada.
Fair enough. Take a nice deep breath in right now. Close those eyes right down real quick. Good job. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5. You'll come completely and totally out of hypnosis. But before I do that, I want you to think of the funniest thing that you've ever had experience in your life. I want you to bring that laughter forward even right now. I want you to think of that funny thing. I don't care what it is. It can be the most perverted thing you want. Doesn't matter what it is. And the more you laugh, the more you're going to laugh. It's just going to be that building laughter. And the people at home, you might start to laugh because that laughter is infectious. Go ahead, laugh. Let that laughter out as much as you want to. I'll count from 1 to 5. You'll come completely out and realize that you're cackling like an evil genius as you do this. 1, coming out just a little wee bit. 2, coming out a little wee bit more. 3, coming out a little wee bit more. 4 and 5, completely out, realizing exactly what you've done, feeling great, calm, comfortable, relaxed. You like that?
That was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was. It was real quick, real easy.
Awesome.
And, you know, following along is all you have to do to get hypnotized. It's a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you relaxed really quick, actually. I was quite surprised.
Awesome. Totally awesome. Yeah. And so your show's tonight at the Legion Hall.
Yep, we're doing it at 7 o'clock, I think, is showtime. 6 o'clock is, I think, supper starts. I'm not sure. They might open a little earlier than that to let doors open.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm probably not going to do the same skit I did with you, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some crazy, crazy times, but not too crazy.
Awesome. So get down there to Legion tonight. Tickets are still available. They are available at the Legion. Go down, check it out. $20. You get to see Jesse Lewis. Really funny guy. Really great guy. Loved having you down here today. And yesterday you were in as well. Loved having you in. Yeah. Totally awesome. We're going to get back to the music, though. Right now, by request, Little Big Town, Pontoon here on CJ 1240. Pause number 1 radio station.
96, we are your at-work station, and today on the line, we have a very special guest. His name is Jesse Lewis from the Jesse Lewis Hypnosis Show. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
I'm Carla, and this is Shalinda here.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, just having a chat with you guys.
Good. Well, the reason why we have you on the air is because you're going to be at Foremost School tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Doing a little show.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a show down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's for a fundraiser for the school specifically. It's going to be a lot of fun, actually. Basically, what I do is a nice, clean show. So it's going to be family-oriented. It's going to be about 2 hours long in total. We're going to have a break in the middle, and I think they're going to be selling snacks and stuff. The show's just a lot of fun for any family member that wants to come down or anybody in the area that wants to come down.
Where are you from, Jesse?
I'm out of Watson, Saskatchewan, which is just east of Saskatoon by about an hour and a half. So it's a little ways out there for me, but I'm actually touring the area doing a few shows in Alberta. And I travel all over Western Canada, so it works out pretty good for me that I actually have a show in Foremost for them as well that I was in the area.
Shalinda Kirby here. Her and I were at a hypnosis show just, what, it was a few months ago?
Yes.
It wasn't an all ages one, let's put it that way. But I was apparently her horse.
Oh.
And she was also my hairstylist. So she got hypnotized very, very easily.
Oh man, I go out like a light.
That's awesome. Basically, the show's going to consist of some completely clean skits. Once again, it is at school, so I don't do any of the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I do work audiences that are schools and corporations. So I don't really get into any of the really raunchy stuff. It's just not suitable for most of my audience. Not saying it's not fun, but it's just not suitable for lots of it.
So what kind of things can we expect going to the show?
We're going to have some car races, maybe people having itchy bums, things like that. Fart jokes, good old-fashioned humor for the school specifically.
Do you know where our listeners can buy tickets?
I believe they can contact Tracy at the Foremost School, and they can buy tickets there. And basically just contact the school. They can also do walk-ins or are completely welcome. There's still a few tickets that are unsold, so if they want them, they should make sure they get them quick. Other than that, if they show up at the door, they can definitely get tickets there as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Jesse.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me on.
The Jesse Lewis Hypnosis Show going on at Foremost School tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets at the school. Call Tracy.
CJME proudly presents John Gormley Live, Saskatchewan's #1 talk show, and your source for interviews, insight, and opinion on the issues that matter most. John Gormley Live on News Talk 980 CJME.
Province-wide, you're listening to News Talk Radio, John Gormley Live. My name is Andrew Dawson, sitting in for JG today. It's great to have you along. We've had a great morning, all kinds of different topics, and now we're really going to go off into something that hopefully if you're making that New Year's resolution and you need a little extra help, or you maybe not feeling that confident about it, I think we've lined up just the guy to talk to. 1-877-332-8255. That's 1-877-332-TALK. And his name is Jesse Lewis, a hypnotist. Jesse, than's very much for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, when you meet a hypnotist, you sort of think of some of the other guys, but you're a local guy. I mean, you're a province of Saskatchewan made.
Yeah, I grew up here. I was raised here, and yeah, it's what I do for a living now, and it's a wonderful job. It's good for people, and I like helping people.
Now, hypnotism is something that you sort of started to enjoy as a young teen, right? In high school?
Yep, I was actually hypnotized. My very first time was in grade 10, and it was a awesome experience. I learned a lot from it. It feels good to be hypnotized. It's just something that most people enjoy doing. It's very relaxing, and it helps relieve stress.
Now, you see, I was interested in hearing you say that, and I saw that. Actually, I'll just say it out loud. If we could just get you to move a little closer to the microphone, I can even push it or pull it back towards you a bit more if you'd like, just to make you more comfortable.
Better.
There we go. Is that you talked about that sort of feeling of being hypnotized, but I was one of these people that understood that when you wake up from hypnosis, you don't, unless it was part of what was going on, that you don't remember.
No. Just about everybody remembers hypnosis while they're in it. Hypnosis is actually a very natural state. We go into a state of trance every day if we're watching TV or something like that, and if your wife has never got your attention while you're watching TV, that's actually a hypnotic trance. Stuff like that. Or if you're driving and you lose track of time. Everyone goes into hypnosis all the time. You can hear everything in hypnosis. You're fully awake and aware. The thing is, you just don't care about anything else.
Now, you see, for me, and you mentioned lose track of time. I mean, that's one of the things, and my wife always comments on that for me, is I'm always aware of what time it is. And I can always, I don't even have to be looking at a clock, and she'll say, hey, what time is it? I got 12:15. And it's usually 12:14, 12:16. And sometimes I'll be doing something, and I'll tune out time, and I'll look at the clock, and it'll actually scare me for a second. It's like, where the heck was I for the last little while?
Yep.
But again, you're saying it's not necessarily a scary feeling when you come out. It's a relaxed feeling?
It's a relaxed feeling when you come out most of the time. If you're doing it normally in your everyday life and you go into a trance state and you come out of it, you can be scared because you don't know where you've been. You just drift off. And basically what happens is your subconscious mind takes over, and it allows your conscious mind to just relax and de-stress.
And it's there's so many different uses that we've seen in the past. It can help people with stress, as you've talked about, and we're going to get into a little bit. You can also use it for things you may not have the willpower for, the quitting smoking, the weight loss, and things of that. So how does that work exactly? Is it sort of utilizing your subconscious mind to almost amplifying it?
Yes, it is. What actually happens, if you don't want to quit smoking or if you don't actually want to lose weight, you're not going to lose weight. Of course, you have to have willpower and you have to be able to exercise to lose weight. Hypnosis, it helps retrain the subconscious mind. Your mind's kind of like a computer. The subconscious mind is basically your hard drive. It tells you what you can do and what you can't. And what hypnosis will do, it'll retrain your brain, your hard drive, and it allows you to have positive change.
Now, I always joke about that. My mind is like a computer hard drive. The only problem is that it's full, so I don't retain that much more information. I got to cleanse that thing once in a while. And you're saying that if you can hypnotize people, like, I mean, you think of the old days, right? The watch just swinging in front of someone's eyes, and it's not like that at all either, is it? I mean, that's kind of the hokey sort of look at it.
That was the showmanship of back in the day. Back then, a lot of people were very, I'm not sure what the correct word is, but they weren't very out there. They were subdued, I guess. And they just didn't have a lot of experience with anything outside their own world. Nowadays, we have mass media and stuff like that, so we're more flexible and we're more recognizing of stuff that you can do with your own mind.
And for you, we talked about this, and when I heard you tell me this part, I was really fascinated with it, is that not only can you do this sort of thing in person or in a large seminar setting, a group setting, but over the telephone.
Oh yeah, you can do it over the phone. CDs work great. As long as a person can hear your voice, they can be hypnotized. Even some of the things on this radio station, how some of the people talk, they talk in a hypnotic language. They don't realize it, but they do. Everyone is actually a hypnotist by how they talk and how they develop rapport with other people.
Now, so don't be too harsh on me, but what does my voice tell you? Do I have a hypnotic voice? Do you think I could look at my producer and go, "You will tell the boss we need more money"? No?
You could, but I doubt it would actually work.
She's got too much of a strong mind anyway.
Actually, the stronger the mind, the better it is to go into hypnosis.
Really?
Yeah. Your voice is very silky and smooth. It's very relaxing, so it would help people actually go into hypnosis a lot easier.
Well, we're going to open up the phone lines here, and if you're willing, and we can find a volunteer on the phone lines who would like to do this. If they're having now, there's two things that you can do over the phone, and you told me. I said I just want to make sure we stay to your parameters as well, which is stress,
and
confidence. So if you're feeling like a little, so you're talking about people with sort of a chronic self-confidence issue, or just recent
mild things. If you're feeling a little bad about yourself, maybe you need a little boost. It'll help you out.
All right. Well, let's just see who we've got on the phone here right now. We're going to talk to Joel in Regina. Joel, how are you today?
I'm doing great, actually. Thanks for asking.
And what do you think about this idea?
Well, I think it's a really cool idea. I know for myself, I've been hypnotized over half a dozen times, and the only downfall in my mind is that it's easier and easier to get hypnotized no matter where I am. So I end up sitting in the audience to watch a show and end up getting hypnotized, and I don't necessarily want to go on stage. I want to enjoy the show. Is there a way to, my first comment, is there a way to put a kind of ironic, but put a suggestion in to make it harder to become hypnotized going forward?
Great question.
There is a way. All you have to do, if you don't want to be hypnotized, just don't listen to the hypnotist. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I find myself now having to get up and go and stand in the foyer until everybody's under.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet. Once you've been hypnotized once, a person goes into hypnosis just about instantly.
Yeah, no, I find it very easy. One comment I will make, though, for anybody who's ever considered it, the next morning when you wake up, you've had the most restful sleep in your life. You feel so relaxed after a show that it doesn't matter if you've been drinking or not, you'll feel the best you've felt in your life. It's amazing.
Well, Joel, thank you very much for your call today.
No worries. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir. So there's someone there that clearly has had a good experience from it. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the good and the bad. I mean, there are people, detractors and so on, but you've seen it, and obviously Joel has seen this thing work.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things about hypnosis. In an hour of hypnosis, it equals a full night's sleep. So if you're hypnotized for an hour, you feel great afterwards. Most hypnotists will put a suggestion that you can sleep after a hypnosis show really, really well. That's great for people. You get refreshed, relaxed, it's good for your entire body.
It's fantastic. Now, our guest, by the way, again, Jesse Lewis, a local guy. You live in Regina now?
I live in Watson.
In Watson's. Oh, so you're still back where you're back your hometown then?
Kelvington was originally my hometown.
Oh, there you go. Okay, but he's from Watson. He's a Saskatchewan guy, and if you'd like to talk to him about hypnosis or take a shot at maybe Jesse being able to help you with a little bit of stress or a confidence issue, phone lines are wide open to you. 1-877-332-8255. 1-877-332-TALK. That is the number to call. Jesse's going to stick around with us for a bit more and give us a shout. More with John Gormley Live right here on News Talk Radio.
Bold to bold with Carpet Superstore. Park in Arcola.
Blunt, but with a point. John Gormley, live, where Saskatchewan comes to talk on News Talk 980 CJME.
You're listening to News Talk Radio. John Gormley Live, Andrew Dawson sitting in. Jesse Lewis, hypnotist, is my guest, and we're talking about hypnotism in general and also some of the ways that it can help you deal with stress and things like that. And we're going to jump right in here, and we're joined on the line now by Brenda. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Now, I understand that you would like to have Jesse hypnotize you for what?
Well, I'd want smoking, but I hear he's only going to do stress or confidence.
Well, and I think Jesse maybe back me up on this. Smoking is a little bit more than just a single session or at least a one-shot deal. It takes a little bit of time, right?
Smoking's pretty intense, actually.
And
it takes about an hour and a half.
And very difficult to do over the phone. But Jesse assures me that the stress he can help you out with. Are you feeling a little stressed?
Stressed? I get so stressed sometimes that if I'm stressed for too long, I'll get shingles.
Wow. That's rough. One of the tips I'll give you right now is when you're stressed, just breathe. Breathing helps you relax a lot. If you want to go into the session right now, we'll go into it right now.
Awesome.
Are you ready, Brenda?
You bet.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Are you seated by chance?
I am. I'm in my recliner.
Okay. Just get as comfortable as you possibly can right now.
Okay.
Take a nice deep breath and close your eyes.
Okay.
What this is going to do, it's going to relax you. Every time you breathe from now on, you're going to become more and more relaxed. Are you relaxed?
I am.
That's good. Now just continue breathing. Allow yourself now to just feel good about yourself. I'd like you now to imagine a special place in your mind. Somewhere where you can just be you, completely comfortable, confident, and relaxed. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I'd like you to just put your thumb and your middle finger together. This is called creating an anchor. I want you to put that feeling right in the end of your thumb and your middle finger and allow that feeling just to drift throughout your entire body, but focus it right on that thumb and middle finger. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now create that feeling and allow it to become more and more intense. Just let it penetrate you fully right down to your soul. Getting more and more intense now. Is that good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I want you to pull them apart. Your thumb and finger, that is. Good?
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, allow yourself just to return to normal. And when you're ready, just put the thumb and forefinger or middle finger together and allow that sensation to flow throughout your body again. Of being completely stress-free and completely relaxed. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Pull them apart again.
Okay.
And put them together. And are you allowing that to flow through your body? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, you'll find from now on, the more you do this, the better it's going to get. If you continue doing this throughout the day, do it about 21 times throughout the entire day. Every time you do that, just allow it to flow through your body. Take a nice deep breath and relax. You can relax yourself completely instantly every time you do this. All you have to do is stop, take a second, put your middle finger and your thumb together, and you'll be completely stress-free. You'll be completely relaxed, confident, and secure in what you're doing. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's going to be true for you. Any questions?
No.
That's good. Just continue to do that now. Allow yourself to become more and more stress-free. Throughout the day, from now on, whenever you feel stress, just allow yourself to bring your middle finger and your thumb together, and you'll be completely stress-free. And that's all you have to do. That's as fast as hypnosis can work. That's all you have to do.
How are you feeling right now, Brenda?
Relax.
Yeah, feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So just put your middle finger and your thumb together whenever you want, and you can have that total relaxation throughout your entire body.
Cool.
Yeah, feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, are you feeling a little less stressful, a little more relaxed, Brenda?
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. It's amazing how fast people can just de-stress when they take the time to just breathe and to set their own anchor. Like, if you wanted to relax by having coffee, you just go have a coffee and you just breathe while you're doing it. That's all you have to do.
And that's a big key. I mean, you talk about stress, Jesse, a lot of times is whenever people are stressed out, one of the first things they do when they're stressed is and let that breath out. But it's also keeping that normal and
keeping
regulated.
it normal and regulated, and it helps you just de-stress because that's your body's natural flow. If you were hunting in the wild, you're supposed to be stressed when you're hunting with a spear or something if you're a caveman. But if you're just sitting around doing whatever, there's no reason to have stress all the time. It's bad for your body.
Now, what sort of state would you describe Brenda in being right now? I mean, I know you can't see her, but
she's in a light hypnotic state. She's not completely submerged or anything, but she obviously feels relaxed, which is the first state or step in hypnosis, and it allows her to just visualize and become more and more relaxed.
Visualization is the key in unlocking that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. If you can visualize and anchor something in your mind so that it's there whenever you want it to be, it'll be there.
Are you still feeling nice and relaxed, Brenda?
Yep.
That's the end of that.
That's
right?
it.
I mean, you don't
That's
have to,
all I have to do.
It's not like you're snapping your fingers or anything like that anymore. I mean, she's just this is her for the day when she needs it. She
That's
can
right.
she can
she
do
can
that.
put that together, and if she wants it to be there, it will be there, and it will be there for the rest of her life.
So, Brenda, we're gonna let you go and say goodbye to you. But thank you very much for calling, and we hope you feel good, and hopefully that stress will melt away for you a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You as well. Happy New Year. And that was Brenda, and it was just that easy. Now she sounded, and I've got to say, I can tell by people the sounds of their voices,
how relaxed
the
they
years, and you could tell when she called in, she was a little nervous. The voice was up a little higher. You could feel the tension in her throat a little bit, and especially when you were more in the middle of that session there, you could really feel that. Yeah, she was right there with you.
Yep, that's all you have to do is just relax yourself, and stress just melts away. And it's the same for any habit. You need to change your beliefs about the habit, and it'll change yourself.
Well, what we're going to do, Jesse, is we're going to get you to stick around just a little bit more if you have some time. I'd really appreciate it. We'll take another call or two if we can work that time in as well. The news coming up at 12 noon, and then more with Jesse Lewis right here on John Gormley Live on News Talk Radio.
John Gormley Live, where Saskatchewan comes to talk on News Talk 980 CJME.
Seven minutes after 12 o'clock, you're listening to the John Gormley Live Show here on News Talk Radio. Andrew Dawson sitting in. Just a fascinating end of the program today. We have Jesse Lewis here with us, who is a hypnotist, local guy here in Regina, just outside of town. And we have with us Sean Dean, who's one of the employees here at Rolco Radio. And Sean has been hypnotized before, several years ago. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Jesse sort of see if we can get him into a hypnotic state, and we're going to turn him into the world's greatest liar.
Oh, great.
Now, not that you had any problems with that before, Sean.
Exactly.
But and just so you know, as a point of order and just to keep you at ease as well, we've sort of discussed, how this will work, so that way, and I'll make sure that you're not going to say anything that you shouldn't say, especially not only on radio, but just in particular, just anything that would tend to incriminate you.
Great, and I don't want to have all other men out there listening envious, right?
That's exactly right.
That's right.
I know where you're going with that one.
All right.
So I'm just, if it's all right, Jesse, to turn it over to you here for a minute, and let's see if we can put Sean under.
That's perfect.
All right.
I just need you to take a couple nice deep breaths. Okay. In and out. In and out.
Okay.
In and out. I'd like you just now to relax your eyelid muscles to the point that they just won't work. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to test those eyelids, but I don't want you to test them until I tell you to, or until you're ready. Go ahead and test them now, and they just won't work. That's good. That's perfect. Just allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper. I'm going to lift up your right arm now, and I'm just going to drop it.
That's going to be your cue just to drop even deeper. You can completely quit testing right now. Just allow yourself to relax even more with each passing breath. Do not help me in any way, just like a dish rag. Good. Perfect. Now in a moment I'm going to count backwards from 100 to the number 95. Between each number I'm going to say deeper relaxed. That's going to be your cue to go even deeper and deeper relaxed. 100, deeper relaxed. 99, breathing normally, going deeper and deeper relaxed. 98, deeper and deeper relaxed. 97, deeper and deeper relaxed. 96, deeper and deeper relaxed. 95, completely and totally mentally and physically relaxed. That's perfect. Just allow yourself to let go now. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. I want you to look at me directly in the eyes. I'm going to say sleep now when you do that. That's your cue to go back into this very relaxed state. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Sleep. Just relax. Deeper and deeper. I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3. Sleep now. Deeper and deeper relax. Just allow your head to come forward on your chest a little bit. I'm going to do it 1 or 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Look at me. Wide awake. Sleep. That's good. He's been going under, and that's very good. In a moment, sir, you are going to become the world's greatest liar. You're going to be able to tell a fib that no one else will believe, but you're going to believe completely that it's true. You're going to tell Andrew a little story when he asks you a question about whatever he asks you about. You're not going to swear at any point. When I count from 1 to 3, Andrew's going to ask you that question. 1, 2, 3.
Sean, are you an astronaut?
Yes, I have been for about 5 years now.
And you've been on the space shuttle?
Twice.
And which mission was your favorite?
The first one when we went to the moon, we dropped down there and I picked up moon rocks and things like that.
That's interesting.
What an interesting... what was that sensation like, being on the moon?
It's different, that's for sure. When you're out there, you look down at everything else, and it's surreal. It's really surreal.
And the Earth seems what to you?
It actually seems bigger than what you think. When you look down at it, it actually looks bigger than what I thought it would be when I was there.
So it's not small.
And you've been an astronaut for
7 years.
7 years now.
Yep.
And is that a difficult job for you, Sean?
No, you get a lot of training and stuff like that with it, so they work you through everything. So if there's a problem, you know what to do.
Now, is it okay for you and I just to chat a little here, Jesse, while he's in this state?
Hey,
it's all
can
good?
I have your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Sleep.
Now, just so that, and I can talk here right now.
Yeah, you can talk.
Sean is a younger guy here at Rolco Radio, and thank you very much, Sam, for coming in.
Yeah.
And he's also an astronaut, as we've learned this afternoon.
Yeah, the more he relaxes, the deeper he's going to go, and the better he's going to feel.
And
I had to add that in because some people pop out of hypnosis very quickly, and he's just going to continue to relax the more we talk.
As he listens to you and I talk, and we'll keep our voices a little lower.
Yep.
So what kind of state would you call this here?
He's in complete somnambulism. It's the deepest state of hypnosis other than ultra depth, which is a strictly clinical practice. This would be perfect for stage hypnosis.
Now, could we leave him in this state while we take a commercial break?
And he'd stay in this probably for the rest of the day as long as he has continual feedback and he wants to stay in it. I can't force anyone to go in hypnosis that doesn't want to go in hypnosis or to stay there. As long as he's comfortable with it, he'd stay in there.
Well, I think what we'll do is, if you don't mind, Jesse, is we'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back, and then we'll bring him out of it, and we'll just have a quick chat with him about how it was for him. More of John Gormley Live. We have Jesse Lewis here, and our subject of hypnosis this morning or this afternoon, Sean Dean. More of John Gormley Live right here on News Talk Radio. 18 minutes after 12, wrapping up today's show with Jesse Lewis, who's a hypnotist here based in Saskatchewan, from Watson, Saskatchewan. And our subject is Sean Dean, an employee here of Rolco Radio. Just I can tell you through the break, we had Sean out of trance or hypnosis just for a little bit, just to make sure he was all right, and everything's fine. And it was really fascinating to sort of talk to him about his experience. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep him in this relaxed state. We're going to give him another sort of idea in his head here, and then we'll bring him out and we'll ask him about it after.
Yep. What we're going to do now, Sean, is I want you to believe that you are your favorite hockey player. You're going to be able to answer any question that is asked. You're going to feel just like that hockey player. You're going to know things about him that you shouldn't know, but those things, of course, will be lies. When I count from 1 to 3, you're going to believe that you're that hockey player. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes.
What's your what hockey player are you again?
Mike Bossy.
Of the New York Islanders.
Yes.
And you had a long, distinguished NHL career, sir, including winning Stanley Cups. What was that like?
Well, you just have to follow the game plan, and the coach is always ready to tell you what you need to do, and you follow through and you just do it. And we had a good team. Was one of your fondest memories playing the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup? It's one of them. You know, you're playing against one of the best players ever, and to beat him was really exciting, and it was good. It was good for the city too. And how long have you been with the Islanders now? Oh, I've been retired now for a few years. Yeah, and how's retirement been? It's been pretty good. I still play hockey every now and then, but rec leagues and things like that. I don't play professional anymore. Do you have older? Do you have a memory of your Stanley Cup? One memory that really sticks out from your playing days that was just the defining moment of your playing career? Just the first time you hold up the cup for the very first time, and the crowd's just going nuts, and you see the Oilers dejected, and yeah, it was a fantastic experience, one you can't explain in words, really. That's good. Can I have your hand, please? Sure. Sleep. That's a state of hypnosis, and it's wonderful to be in that state. He'll just continue to be in that state until we bring him out. And if you listen, you can hear on his microphone, you can hear him breathing deeply. We're not putting this on, folks. This is not an act. This is one of our employees here at Rolco Radio of News Talk, Sean Dean, who is a guy who is very active and very always in motion. And to actually see him this still is actually a bit of a surprise to me. Yep. Actually, a lot of people are very active, like going into the state, because it's very restful, and they feel great afterwards. Well, let's bring him out and let's find out. Okay, Sean, from this moment forward, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. All suggestions are going to be completely erased that I've given you. When I count from 1 to 5, you're just going to pop out. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel fantastic. You're going to be completely confident, feeling wonderful. You're still going to be relaxed, and you're going to go through your entire day feeling relaxed and secure and confident. 1, coming out a little bit now. Not going to open your eyes until I reach the count of 5. 2, 3, coming out even more, getting more and more physically able, moving around a little wee bit. 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake, feeling great. How you feel? I feel good. Do you remember what we just talked about? I was a Stanley Cup player. Who's your favorite hockey player? Mike Bossy, Wayne Gretzky. Well, Mike Bossy was who you were. Oh, okay. Because through the world's greatest liar thing, I asked you about your Stanley Cup victories over Edmonton, and that was the one that really stuck out in your mind. So obviously you remember that one really well. And I asked you what your greatest hockey career moment was, and you said raising the cup above my head and the roar of the fans and the cheer of the fans going crazy, and that was what you No, I remember saying this now. And that you were retired now for a few years, and that you still play, but you've been enjoying retirement. Yeah. And as the day goes on, you're going to remember everything that you said. It'll just pop out at you. And again, we didn't ask you or say anything to you that you wouldn't feel comfortable saying or anything like that. Awesome. So how do you feel right now? Right now, I feel totally relaxed. I was just, I'm ready to go have a cup of coffee and put my feet up on the desk. Well, I was saying to Jesse, and I haven't known you all that long, but you're a guy like me, and you're always in motion. You're always you're wiggling when you're at your desk or moving around doing things. And to see you with your head back or head down in your chest, completely relaxed. I mean, it was just for me. I'm just like, wow. I mean, you never see Sean in this quiet. State. Well, not quiet. That's not it. Well, maybe I don't work with you that closely. I'm down the hallway here. So and now for him, I mean, he's talking about this great positive feeling he's going to have all day. And is that just a result of the suggestion, or is that just a result of being that relaxed to start with? It's a result of both. The suggestions go directly into the subconscious mind, and he'll be relaxed for the rest of the day. Actually, for the first about 30 seconds where it came out, he was actually still in hypnosis. It's something that happens. And the suggestions that were given there for him to be confident and stuff, they'll last for the rest of the day. Farther than that, if he wants them to last for the rest of his life, they'll last for the rest of his life. It's I'm into that. It's as long as he wants them to last. Hurry up and get this done. Yeah, man, no problem.
So Jesse, I mean, you do this kind of thing. I mean, not just one-on-one in terms of we've done sort of the stress and the confidence thing, and we had a little fun with Sean as a skit. Him being the world's greatest liar. But this can also be effective, as we've talked about for quitting smoking, which was something I talked to you about. But the key there, you said, is the person who is wanting to quit smoking has to want that in the very first place.
Yes, it does. That person needs to want to quit. If there's any secondary gain they're getting from smoking, like attention from someone else nagging them, or say a man had his wife nagging him all the time to quit smoking, or a woman, vice versa, whichever way, they would not quit smoking with hypnosis because they don't really want to. It has to be a personal thing. It can't be forced upon you.
And you're saying that experience is a little bit more intense and not something we could have covered in the short time frame, that we had today.
Yeah, it takes about an hour and a half for an entire seminar that I do, and it's pretty in-depth. It goes through a lot of things. It goes through what the causes of smoking are, why you smoke in the first place, and stuff like that.
Now, when you consider people booking you for different things, is it a show you put on? Is it a presentation? I mean, how do you look at it?
I do a show, mainly, is what I do. I do a stage show. It's comedy hypnosis. And I have other things I offer, like seminars and stuff. I offer that to hotels with meeting rooms of over 20 people. They have to book the people and stuff. But I do stop smoking seminars and weight loss seminars. And I'm actually designing a pain management seminar right now.
Really?
And, just all they have to do to book me is just call me.
I got to tell you something, and a real quick personal here. My wife has a chronic back pain from a fall she took a number of years ago, and she's in pain 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time, and it's her degree and ability to manage that sort of dictates how active she is and what kind of day she has. And is that something, or is that a little too deep that you'd be able to deal with?
Okay, the state that he was in, I could have pinched him. The old-time hypnotists used to put a needle through the back of a person's hand. In the state that he was in, I would have been able to do that.
That's a good thing.
I'm not an old-time hypnotist. That's just not safe anymore. Yeah, they used to do that, and people are completely pain-free in a deep, deep state of hypnosis.
And is that, again, if they want it, they'll be able to?
They can be, yeah.
And how long can that last for?
That can last, well, it's not recommended to last over an hour, because who knows if they actually need medical attention.
Yeah.
But there's cases in emergency hypnosis and stuff where there's actually some EMTs in the States that do emergency hypnosis, and there's been people who've had their arms amputated in accidents and stuff. They'll put them in a hypnotic trance. They don't feel any pain at all, and they get them to the hospital. They can decrease blood flow with suggestions and stuff. Hypnosis is an awesome thing.
That's absolutely fantastic. So, Jesse, before we let you go, if there's ways that people would like to get in touch with you to get more information about what it is you do, or about maybe booking you for a seminar or a show, how can they go about doing that?
My home phone number is 1306-287-3588, and I have an ad on Kijiji right now. I have a website coming up in about 3 weeks. It should be all done. All my contact information will be on there, and that's just type Jesse Lewis into Google, and it'll come up.
Well, thanks very much for being here, Jesse. I really appreciate it. And Jesse Lewis, and of course, Sean Dean, thanks very much for being our guinea pig this afternoon.
No
I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Thanks to Melanie Thomas, who took care of it, and Ashley Wills also producing our show today. We really appreciate it. I'm Andrew Dawson, sitting in for John Gormley. No show tomorrow, but I'm going to be back with you on Friday, right here on John Gormley Live. Have a very happy and, more importantly, a very safe 2009.